What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, listen. I got some news out of Semmes, Alabama. Shout out, Alabama. And it's about this woman up here. This is 31-year-old Charity Harris. And if there was a poster child for the word evil, she would be it. This woman right here did something that's atrocious and horrifying. I'm not going to tell you what she did. I'm going to let this news article tell you. And it's short, but it's to the point. This woman right here just got sentenced to 125 years in prison. And you'll never know why. You'll never guess why. Take a look.
His mother convicted of aggravated child abuse and assault against her twins' infants, ordered to spend decades behind bars. A judge sentencing Charity Harris to 35 years in prison for each of 3 counts of aggravated child abuse and 20 years for first-degree assault. The judge ordering her to serve that sentence one at a time for a total of 125 years in prison. A jury in September found Harris guilty after a week and a half of trial. Prosecutors allege the twins suffered multiple skull fractures, brain bleeds, bone fractures throughout their bodies. The abuse, they say, started when they were 3 weeks old and continued until they were 7 months old.
All right, guys, that's the news about this demon up here. Now, it says that let me just start with this. I don't know if these children are alive or not. I hope they are alive. It says it never said anything in any of the news articles I read that said that they wound up dying. So, but think about this. I want you to just really think about this. This started when they was 3 weeks old. Newborn baby, still 3 weeks old. Like, you still going through the motions of becoming a parent. And I don't know if she had children before this or not, because it says she's 31 years old. But one baby is hard to raise, let alone 2. Crying, waking up every different hour, every time, and you get frustrated. My thing is this, man. These babies 3 weeks old, and you inflicting horrific damage on them. Both of them, not just one, both. Like they're not even your children or children, period. Child abuse been around since forever. And I guess maybe because I started covering stories of crimes and stuff like this and different crimes, this stuff seems like it's more and more prevalent because it like comes across my screen a lot. But I mean, this is why I'm shocked at how many women out here turn on their children and injure them in horrific ways. Said the children suffered multiple skull fractures. Now remember, their skulls, their heads are soft, their skulls aren't formed until the first 10, 11 months. So they're getting fractures while their skulls are still forming. And multiple times, not just once, multiple times, multiple brain bleeds, bone fractures. Think about that. This woman is sadistic to her own children. Why? Why? A lot of people could say, oh, she's overwhelmed. Listen, let me tell you something. I had children scream at the top of their lungs when they was little. I didn't know what they was crying for, but I knew I don't sit there and break their bones or make their heads bleed because I can't get enough sleep, or I'm mad because a child that don't know anything about anything and cry to express their feelings, that's how they communicate. I hurt them for opening their mouth at a young age when something's wrong with them. This is unacceptable. It is. I can't fathom. Men deal on a lot of times on the concept of reasoning. That's how we wired. We deal with reasoning, conflict resolution, stuff like that, right? Women are more emotional than men. Understand that. They're also more nurturing than men a lot of times. These babies came from your womb, man. You don't have no ethereal attachment to them to protect them? And you causing significant damage on them as if they was left with total strangers? That's the problem I have with it. One of my subscribers one time, and shout out to you, they just left a comment. And it says, Steve, you got to understand something. Just because somebody's a woman or has a baby, don't make them a mother or make them have motherly instinct. I believe that. And that was eye-opening to me. And shout out to you, sis, for bringing that up. But I mean, it seems like now it's like astronomical rates where it's like nothing to just damage your child. Any given time, them children could have lost their lives. You got twins. You know how hard it is to have twins? That in itself is unique. Then the recovery of these said babies, we never know how they're going to turn out. They might look normal, but have so many mental issues that they can never recover. Think about this. These are babies. Now, this woman got sentenced in September. I mean, she got pled guilty in September, so her sentencing must have been up now. That's why they brought this back up, that 48-second clip. But I wonder in jail when women do stuff to children, if any of you ladies ever been incarcerated, let me know how it is in there when they do this, because there's a lot of them in there right now. Do the prisoners like attack them or do something to them? Like when certain crimes you do, referring with children as a man, you on a mark list. I wonder if women are like that. As you guys see, I got that icon up there. You know what that means. That's what she'd be looking at. Somebody got to pay taxpayer dollars for the next 125 years for a woman that was brutal to her own babies, not just children, newborn babies. And taxpayers got to pay to feed her 3 square meals a day and let her enjoy watching TV and all these other intricacies they got now in prison for people that are locked up to make them feel more at home, like they're outside in the street. iPads, TVs, all this other stuff. And I was in there, I know. And a lot of y'all can say, oh, Steve, you was in there. Yeah, well, when I was in there, I knew I was in there. I didn't go to trial and try to get off knowing I did what I did. Accept the responsibility and went through it. She went to trial pleading not guilty after the proof is overwhelming. See the mindset? We have some terrible mindsets out here. I'm going to fight to not go to jail to prove my innocence, even though in my own mind and subconscious, I know I hurt my babies. How fucking selfish can you be? You were smart. Before you got arrested, you should have jumped off the freeway overpass in front of an oncoming truck. Did everybody a favor. So anybody ain't got to sit up here and pay for you to eat in a goddamn jail that you don't deserve to even be in, or prison. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe, man. How many of y'all, man, leave me a comment. How many of y'all, like, this is one of the worst cases. I mean, I did some bad cases, but this right here, then you started beating them at 3 weeks and went all the way to 7 months. And let me say one more thing. Babies cry a lot when they're young. So you can imagine how many times she handled these children in a negative way, in a destructive way. Should have been punching her own self and making her own brain bleed instead of doing this to children that didn't choose to be here. See you in the next video. Take care.